Okay, hi. So, I guess let me introduce myself. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Mbali, and I am studying currently theatre and performance at BITS. And you know, YouTube, like, this is a big step. I feel like it's a lot. Let's be honest. Like, I didn't think, like, there were points throughout this year where, like, should I do it? And I genuinely, I was like, YouTube? Nah, man, why would I do YouTube? But look at me, look at your girl. We're here. We're gonna try. My name is Mbali, and I'm very excited to be going on this journey because, sorry, I have learned a lot in this past year. 2024 was my first year as a university student. Fresh out of high school, trying to figure out life, trying to figure out where I'm going. And it was a lot. Like, it was a good year, and a lot has changed, definitely. But I can say I'm happy with that change, and I've learned a lot about it. Let me share with you guys why I want to start this YouTube channel. So growing up, I feel a lot of people have gone through that thing of family members, aunts, uncles, whoever, just people who felt the need to comment on your body, to say, hey man, you've gained weight, you
do business. Yes. And stop prognosing. Yes. It's very important. It's absolutely important. Yes. Yes.
There was a time even when I was with my cousin and he had been gaining weight, I had also gained some weight, and what he got is, I'm big enough, so could you find that in. But then for me it was, you're so gaining, like, now you're so big, like,
are you serious right now, bro?
what's, and that was a lot. It wasn't great. I struggled genuinely. I can firmly say that I've gone through a lot of struggles when it comes to my body issues and how I've dealt with it. But I think I can literally say I'm proud of myself and how far I've come this year, and genuinely just for working on myself. So yeah, obviously I had my dreams at the beginning of the year. I was like, I want to lose weight, I want to be different, I want to change, and I want to, but at the end, that's not really the way I went about it. This year for me has honestly just been a thing of learning about myself and learning to love and accept myself the way I am, and just to see my own beauty, because I think a lot of the time my judgment was clouded by the people around me who were constantly saying that I wasn't beautiful, that I was too big, or too much of this, too not enough this, And I'm not saying I'm perfect now, that I'll, eat every meal and I'll do whatever, because there are some days where genuinely I still don't feel good and I don't feel beautiful and I don't feel however. But what I want to do with this channel is to show people, to see, man, there won't always be people in your corner who will support you, but I will be, regardless of the situation. Because this year I've been told a lot, to see Mbali has recorded, Mbali has signed, Mbali, in. And you know what, yeah, I no shame about it, because in the time of all the weird random videos I shoot of myself, different moments, just genuinely me being human, I learned a lot. That is how I learned to fall in love with myself and accept who I am, and just genuinely be happy and be okay with who I am, because it's not fair for me to put so much pressure on myself to live up to an expectation of what other people want, because that's not everything in life. That's genuinely not, and it's hard. Society always, there's so many expectations from I'm proud of myself. This year I've worked, man. I have worked and made sure, let me not say made sure, but I've made an effort to learn who I am, you know, without the judgment and the criticisms of others. Which, as much as it's hard, like it's hard to ignore the voices and ignore what people are saying, but you know, it's okay. Sometimes there are people who are gonna hate. There are people who just won't love you and accept you, you know. But what I'm hoping to do with this channel is to show you guys that, you know what, like, if you can't love yourself, as the great RuPaul says, how in the hell are you gonna love anyone else? So I'm hoping that I can, you know, even if it's just one person, just share that joy, that love, that what I've learned, that experience, you know, and help people see the beauty in who they are and how they look, you know. And yeah, I mean, that's why I'm recording with my hair like this, you know, guys. I want this to be a safe space so that we can all learn and grow, because yeah, man, I'd be down on myself. I would say the most horrible things to myself. It was a lot, but I'm grateful for the work that I put in this year, you know, to love myself. It was definitely an experience, to say the least. There are a lot of highs, a lot of lows. It's a journey, guys, truthfully speaking, and it's the only way it'll get better is for you to push through and keep going, to keep trying to learn and make something, you know. It's not that much to just look at yourself and be like, hey, you are beautiful, you are gorgeous, you are everything, you know. That's important sometimes in life. If any of what I've spoken about or said resonates with you, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment telling me what self-love means to you, because this is a journey that we're all in together. So when I say that your stories, your voices matter to me, I truly mean it. So remember that self-love is a journey. It's not a destination. And no matter how hard it is, I will be here for you, no matter what. So feel free to DM me, you know, whatever you need to do to get into contact with me, I'll be here to listen. So what you can expect from this channel, honestly, is spoken word poetry. I write a lot of my own poetry, and it was truthfully one of the main reasons why I healed, or what helped me heal, because I was able to write about how I was feeling. And I had a friend, shout out Ron, love you, who I'd share my poetry with, who would just, you know, listen. And my goal is to include other people's stories, you know, to speak to people, real world people, so you can see that, hey man, different people struggle the same way that you do, you know. And also you can expect personal stories from me, because I feel like hearing the truth, you know, even if it's not yours but someone else's, hearing the struggles that someone else went through, hearing that this was like this and how I dealt with this, or how I'm still trying to handle this and cope with all of this has worked, you know. And I'm hoping it can bring light, and just I want to help. Like, any of what I've spoken about or said resonates with you, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment telling me what self-love means to you, because this is a journey that we're all in together. So when I say that your stories, your voices matter to me, I truly mean it. So remember that self-love is a journey. It's not a destination. And no matter how hard it is, I will be here for you, no matter what. So feel free to DM me, you know, whatever you need to do to get into contact with me, I'll be here to listen.